Hi everybody, welcome back to Arma 3, welcome back to Prairie Fire, welcome back to Across the Fence, and welcome back to an absolutely amazing guide by DJ Teo to playing Across the Fence solo with the So Many Amazing Things Johnnyboy SOG AI mod. And Johnnyboy has also gone to the trouble of adjusting his mod so that the team and loadout recommendations that DJ Teo gives us are actually in the mod now. So you don't have to go in and customize them, they're already there. So I need to take a step back, don't I? So if you're you've never played Arma 3 and you've got a gaming PC, well, come on, why not? It goes cheap on the Steam sale every now and again. So you've got Arma 3. Then we also have the Prairie Fire C DLC for Arma 3, which is a DLC made by a third party, so made by the amazing Savage Game Design, but released under the umbrella of Bohemia Interactive, and it is absolutely fantastic. Honestly, it's absolutely fantastic. It's basically a remake of Arma 3 in the Vietnam War American period, so 65 to 72, and concentrating on the activities of the MAC v SOG soldiers in that war. And these were the special forces soldiers that would go over the fence or across the fence into the neighbouring countries of Laos and Cambodia, which they weren't allowed to do. It was illegal, but they needed to do that because the North Vietnamese were bringing down supplies along the Ho Chi Minh Trail in these other countries so that they could bypass the American defences further north, bring those supplies into the south to attack American forces and South Vietnamese ARVN forces as well. So they would go into these other countries as recon troops in order to just find out what was going on, mark targets, do sabotage missions, all this sort of stuff. Not going in to kill everybody, Rambo style. So that's kind of the premise of the DLC, but there's so much more to it than that, including multiplayer mode, single-player scenarios, co-op as well. But what they've recently released, and you may well have seen some of my videos about this, is the Across the Fence game mode. And this is, it's really, really brilliant, because what it does, it takes the single-player co-op campaign that's included in Prairie Fire and creates a dynamic mission creator that has RPG elements in it too. Now, don't be put off by the RPG bit. So what it does is, the missions that the MAC-V SOG teams would go on, or the SOG teams would go on, would be into Laos, into Cambodia, into parts of southern Vietnam as well that were very, very dangerous. And then go around and find specific objects or go looking for stuff. And that's what you do in these missions. So they're dynamically created. You go to these areas of operation and you've got to find stuff and take photos of it or mark it on maps. Hopefully avoid getting into contact with any enemies, but if you do, disengage if you can, and then extract. And it's incredibly immersive. It's very, very deep as well. And if you've ever read books like Across the Fence by John Strykermeyer, upon which the whole Prairie Fire mod is kind of based, and Savage Game Design, they've got an amazing YouTube channel where they interview these people, and they were advisors on the game. And in fact, some of the characters are in the game as well, like Wild Carrot, Tilt, who is John Meyer, isn't he? Tilt, I think. And it's highly recommend. I've got this book just to my left, actually, about halfway through it now. Really, really good. And the missions that they talk about in these books and various interviews they've done are very similar, to the ones that you do in Across the Fence. So the icing on the cake is SOG AI by Johnnyboy. So this is a mod which enables you to order around AI teammates in a very tactical way. In fact, it changes the single player scenarios where you're playing it with a squad into like mini RTS or RTT games, mini real-time tactics or real-time strategy games, because you have so much control about what you can get your squad mates to do. You can get someone to go on point, you can tell them to go stealth, you can get them to leapfrog attack, you can get them to disengage attacks. It really is very, very cool indeed, and an awful lot of fun. And I'll also throw in, I'll put a link in the description below this video also to the simple single player cheat menu, because I would say if you are new to this, if you're new to Arma 3, if you're new to this sort of thing, put cheats on, give yourself invulnerability for a while just so you can get used to it. But this is very, very special indeed, because to increase the immersion, we then have this 38-page guide. Now, don't let that put it off. But what DJ Teo goes through, he goes through all the basics of why you would create a team in a particular style with a particular types of soldiers based on what they actually would do in Mac v SOG, what the loadout should be. But again, Johnnyboy has adjusted the mod so that you can spawn these soldiers in, and that's what I'm going to be showing you how to do in this video. And then it goes into tactics, how to find the areas of interest, how to mark the map so that you can triangulate those things, how to use the stop and focus function in order to figure out if you're being followed, or to figure out if there's enemy bases nearby. And then you've got things like if you do get discovered and you do need to escape and evade, different techniques that you can use. See if I can find some pictures. There we go. Different ways of moving around the jungle, so that if you are being tracked and being chased, you will be able to intercept them. Really fantastic. I'll link to all of this stuff in the description below this video. Highly recommend. Get yourself a cup of tea, get yourself a cup of coffee, get yourself a beer, and spend half an hour reading through this. It will increase your immersion of Across the Fence massively. And of course, do go and buy Across the Fence from Amazon, because it will support the soldiers. Okay, so here we are. We're at the base. So let's go into the operation center. Arma 3 runs so much better now. So much better. Obviously, you adjust your armory there. You could adjust your skills there, but we're going to quickly jump into a mission. So use my mouse wheel to create a mission, and we're going to go into the mission. At the moment, there's no helicopter ride to the area of operation. You just kind of spawn in there, and the helicopter flies away. Probably not going to see it, so what we should do is get into cover. That little flashing thing you can see there, that's a clue that we will use. We're going to get into cover, and we're going to stop and focus first. This is very Sniper Elite. If you've ever played the Sniper Elite games, they have this function kind of now, where your character's really concentrating on, is anybody around? Are we being followed? Are there any bases nearby? Okay, so we're safe. So what we can do now is choose group to spawn, and we choose Recon Team Knife. So this will spawn in a group of soldiers that matches the number and loadout from the guide. So we can pick that. And that will also, you'll see I've spawned in as well. I've changed my loadout, so let's quickly go to stealth. Everybody down.
Ready for orders.
Okay, yeah, it's stealth, please. Everybody down. There we go. Well done, chaps. Well done, chaps. So let's now look at our map. Right, so we're there, and there's one thing to look at there. So we're going to head this way. We're going to be looking at hints as we go along. And one of the most effective ways of using your soldiers would be to we don't want the 1-1. We don't want the medic. We'll go up to this guy. We'll say, right. Let's follow me. And let's say take point.
Walker, advance.
Let's look at our compass. Which way do we want to be going? We want to be going northeast, don't we? We've got that river though to get over. That's going to be interesting. So go that way, and then we're going to say point advance 75 meters.
Can't make it there.
Let me just slow myself down. Can't get there? What do you mean you can't get there? There we go. So the point man, the bit of luck. There he goes. So let's follow our point man. Excuse me. I think right. Everybody gets sorted out. Right, you'll stop. Follow me. Right, you take point.
Walker, advance. Copy. Taking command.
Good man. And you go forward 75 meters. That's it. Right, let's follow. Let's follow this guy. And we are off. I mean, how immersive does this look? Straight away, you should be able to see, wow, this look, I mean, I know I've... All right, and there's a clue there, flashing in there. And what will happen is this guy, hopefully, when he goes over it, will pick up what that is. And we'll get the intel off it. There we go. Oh, it could be a fair way off, actually. I mean, this just looks amazing, doesn't it? How absolutely cool is this? I mean, it really helps the fact that Arma 3 is running so much better now. With the multi-threading from Arma Reforger. Because he stopped.
Foot mobiles. On the move. Southeast.
Trail litter spotted. I see footprints heading towards the southeast. So again, we would mark our map and go, okay, there's something southeast. But you see the way he picked that up? He looked at it, didn't he? But we're going to carry on going the way we want to go. So I want you to go. There you go. Let's go. I mean, this just looks so amazing. So thank you very, very much for the Savage Game Design team for coming up with this scenario for Prairie Fire. Absolutely marvellous. Thank you very, very much to Johnnyboy for the amazing SOG AI mod. I mean, look at this. I mean, look. I mean, how immersive is this? It's just absolutely... Oh, he's found something.
Foot mobiles. On the move. Southeast.
Yeah, so he's seen something else. Tell you what. Everybody stop. There we go. Okay, let's focus so we can figure out around us. I mean, this is the sort of game you wanted, wasn't it, when you were like 15? But now I've got it. Now I'm 53. So there we go. Big thanks has to go out to DJ Teo as well for this superb guide. Even in the first few pages, I learnt so much, and it makes everything so much more immersive. Anyway, that's enough from me. Make sure, if you haven't got it already, get Arma 3 if you've got a game PC. If you've got Arma 3, you must have Prairie Fire. If you've got Prairie Fire, you must get Across the Fence. If you've got Across the Fence, you must buy the book. And you must have SOG AI. And then, you know, maybe a little bit of single player cheat menu as well when you're playing solo. Anyway, that's enough from me. Thank you very, very much for watching. And I'll see you again soon.